Hey, I'm redoing Megaminx example solve on all of my Megaminxes because Scott Hunter asked me for example solves, and you know, why not? And yes, if Ali's watching this, I know I keep forgetting whenever you ask about like Scott's Sigma, so you know, yeah. For star, I'm seeing my pieces here. And I see green and red are pretty close to where they should be, and then blue's like relatively close. So if I do a misaligned star solution, that'll be pretty useful. And I can do this pair, just from inspecting. I know that the star plus one for this pair will be pretty easy. So for my star, I'll just pick up like this, insert my blue piece, then move my red piece, that once I realign my star can be inserted, then insert my green, and insert my red. Then here, if I insert this, and move that here, then after I insert my, what's called, purple star piece, I can just solve this pair. And also I solved this corner from before, and I'm seeing this edge now, so I'll just solve that pair next. So after I do there are actually a couple things you could do here. You could do F set up into 2gen, or you could just do this and solve like that. I'd say F set up into 2gen would probably be better, but it doesn't really matter all that much. Now for these, you can just do L2, and then pair them up with U prime L, and then insert into the back. Now here, I'm moving this up here because I don't see, like, I see this corner, but I don't see its edge. I don't see this thing's corner. So I'm just going to end up rotating down. I don't want this to get lost, so it'll just be easier to insert, like, if I do it soon. I still don't see it, but I see this, and this looks like it's the right thing. If I do a BR2 like that, or a U2, sorry, this corner will get stuck. So first I'll AUF before doing it. I rotate down, and I see I was right. So for these two, you can just pair them up with UF prime, and just insert into the bottom. And then for these, a couple things you can do. You can either pair it up and insert it into the back, or what I would say is probably better, is you can do F and just do 2gen like that. And now for these two, again, a couple things. You can pair them up like that and insert into the bottom. But just because that leaves you in an awkward position, I'd say it might just be better to pair them up like that and just insert into the bottom here. And now before I rotate off, usually I would use this as my star piece and do pseudo for my first block, but just because this is already here, I'll use this as my star piece, then rotate. Now these two, it's easy to pair up. It's U2 prime, L prime. Then here you can do that, or you can do that. Both are really good. I don't think it would really matter much which one you do. Now, something I'm working towards is using full pseudo SQL, but currently I don't, so I'm just going to show you not using full pseudo SQL and just using whatever I think would be best in the situation. So here, I'd say I just use this as my star piece in a solve. And then here, I'd just rotate and solve these. Well, you could do that, or you could rotate, do this and insert into the back. Both are pretty nice, but just, this is probably better for ergonomics. I'd say this solution. Again, doesn't really matter that much though, so I'll just show you with this and continue from there. Then for these two, you can do L prime, U prime, L2 prime to pair them up, but that overworks your left index with the L primes. So instead you can do F, U2, L to pair them up, and then just insert into the bottom. And now this is already inserted as my star piece, so I'll just do these next. And here you can see the edge is oriented. So if I can do L2, and then F prime, and I just get a nice pair like here. And then you can just pair it up and insert 2gen. Then here, because this is orange, if I do L2 prime, it won't be a made pair, and also EL will be wrong. So I'll do a U prime, and you can just pair these up with L prime F and just insert into the back. Now here, this is a really nice case, these three. You can just make your block by, the way you would recognize it is either this is the bad case and this is your storage, or you can just recognize it as this is a pair and this is your storage. So if you just pair these up as your pair and cancel inserting this into inserting this, you can just do that at the same time. Then here, there are a few things you can do. You can do soon, cancel into inserting into the back, or you can just do, oh, sorry, I misturned, or you can just do that, like in 3x3, or you can do from this angle, that. All are pretty nice. I'd say the soon solution might be best, just because, like, no regrips and also good ergonomics, but whatever. So now I could use this as my star piece, and this pair will stay in the same place, so I can just cancel into, like, a solution for that. Now here, there are, like, two solutions you can do for this. You can do that, or you can just, like, take it out and then, like, do the pair that you get. They're both pretty nice. It doesn't really matter all that much. If you aren't regripped, then I'd say just do the other solution, where you just, like, take it out. I'll set up the pair here. How do I set it up? Sorry, 1 second. I just need to figure out how to stop being brain damaged. How would I? yeah, like this. So the solution I showed was that, right? But that requires like a regrip where your hand to be on bottom. If it's not, then you can just do that, which I would recommend in this case, like otherwise. It's in here. If I do an F, this will be misoriented, so I just do a U2 to cancel into it. Solve this pair, and then also, you know, insert that. For this pair, there are a few things you can do. You can do U hedge, but that'll lead into bad EO, since hedge flips these two. You can do triple inverse sexy from here, but that also leads into bad EO, and if you cancel into sledge, you still get bad EO. So I think this should give, oh no, it doesn't give EO. Okay, well I did that wrong. But okay, hold on. Okay, if that doesn't give EO, then I guess you could always just do something like this, and then cancel into there. I think in a solve I'd probably just do triple inverse sexy though, since skill issue. Then just last layer. Disgusting recognition. Alright, so next solve, star pieces here. So yeah, I think I might just do a skill issue solution here. So first you can insert these two, then insert blue, misalign my star and insert red, then insert green, and then finish, and then just do this pair. Doesn't seem that great to me, but whatever. And then from here, you have two options. You can either do U2, then pair these up like that and cancel into inserting, or you can, how did I do that? Yeah, or you can just like from here just rotate up like that. Both are pretty nice. Doesn't really matter, I'd say. Here, you can pair these up with like just like UF2 gen, but that's pretty bad. Or you can do like that, but like it just kind of just a bit questionable in my opinion. I honestly might just do something like U2F2, and although it doesn't give a made pair, it still just like leads into nice 2 gen stuff. And then just rotate up here. I see these two. Again, you can do like UF2 gen stuff, but that's bad. So instead you can just do a U, rotate up, then pair them up like that and insert into the back. And I see this is green, so obviously this is red. So if I do L prime, then I get good EO for that edge. And so I'll just rotate like that and then get a nice pair here. And now here, again, I would use this in my storage, but this is just a really nice case. Like this is just a 3 mover, so I just do that. And here, if I want to use this in my storage, I have to do an F2 prime, which is a bit disgusting, so I'll just use this in my storage. And then for here, if I want to solve that in the best way, I'd have to do a hedge and then like rotate, which rotating in the middle of a solution isn't the best, or I'd have to do a back sledge from here, which again isn't the best. Oh, how do I undo that? What did I just do? I don't know, but just pretend until I had this case here or whatever it was. So instead you can just solve the other pair first. So for here, just pair them up like that and insert. Now for here you have a couple options. You can either just like pair it up or like split these to get a better case here, or you can do that and then insert it like that. I'd say I'd probably do this. I'd say it's probably a bit better. It doesn't really matter all that much, I'd say. Now here I can use this in my storage and insert. This is a pretty bad case. You can just do F prime and then just 3 mover. And then here, to pair these up, you can do U L prime F and just get a 3 mover. And then this, pretty bad. If I want to use it as my storage, I'll just use that. These two can be paired up pretty easily, just U L and insert. And now this is a pretty nice pair. You just put the corner here, and then you do this to pair it up, and then just do F to insert an R prime. And now it seems like it would be a bit awkward to use this as my star piece. Because if I do that, right, and I do like UF prime then insert, then I'll get a block here, and I'll have to do RU prime R prime hedge F, and I don't really like the ergonomics of that. So you could just do something like that, and then just do this pair. And then this is actually pretty bad, but like I can solve both these pairs rotationals. Like this can just do sledge into a really nice solution. This can just be like that and simul those moves. But just because it's, if I rotate, both will have EO, I'll just do that instead because it'll flow really well. And then here, it's just last layer. If I can recognize, yeah. Alright, so next solve, star pieces here. Where's my last one? Here. So this looks pretty nice, but I could just be going crazy. So first you can just insert these two, then insert red, and then just realign those. to insert my blue and move this out of the way so that when I insert this, this won't get broken up. And then you can just cancel inserting this into inserting this. Then if I rotate up to look for pieces, I can see this, but I also have this pair. So if I do an L2 to pair these up, then this will get like pushed down here, which is like whatever, it doesn't really matter, because like then I can just do an L prime and get a nice pair anyway, so I'll just do that. Actually here, you can just do L prime into this pair, but it might also be nice to just do F and then like insert. I'm not sure. Both are pretty nice since like one's like L set up to 2 gen, one's like F set up to slightly nicer 2 gen, so still both pretty nice. Now here for this pair, you can do LF, and then here if you rotate, if you do an L, then you have to insert like that. So it'd be better to do a BL, because then you get a nicer insert. And if you do R2 to R2, then this ends up on the F face, which is like it ends up down here. Still a decent case, but I would probably just do U2 prime first, so I can cancel into this pair. And then insert. Now here, use this as my star piece. And then just solve these two. You have two options. You can do that, and then just either solve this pair like that. Like this. Or just like, you know, the normal 3x3 solution, which would be that. Or if you don't want to do that, you can just do a BL move. And then just pair it up, insert with F moves. All three of those are pretty nice. Again, don't really think it would matter. I'd say you should probably do ones that result in good EO, so you don't have to do the F moves, but not too, it doesn't matter too much. So here you could use this as your star piece, but if I use this, then I get a really nice pair here. So I'll just do that instead and solve the pair. And then just pair this up and insert. I don't see my green star piece, but I saw this, so I'll just use that. And then here, this isn't too nice to pair up, so I'll just use these two instead. So L2, and then to pair them up, you just do that. And now I do want to hide this. If I do F2, it doesn't, like, it gets hidden, and then it also sets up to like a nice pair later. So here, two options again. You can do BL setup into that, but like, you know, you have to regroup and it's like whatever. Or you can just do L into 2 gen. Both are, again, pretty nice. L into 2 gen is probably more consistent, so I'll probably do that. And also just easier to spot. So then you can just use this star piece and just insert here, F. And then here, again, two options, L, insert. But because of like the way your hand goes when you're doing L, you either have to do like an awkward middle U prime finger trick or overwork your left finger. So you can also just do 2 gen, which is also still pretty nice. So now here, this seems pretty disgusting. I might just do this pair first, to be honest. I'm not really seeing anything else good, so if you do that pair first. Okay, well, I was thinking to do that, but like now that I'm seeing this, you can just rotate. Oh wait, no, that wouldn't solve it. Never mind. I'm being stupid. Yeah, ignore me. And then here you can just cancel into this pair and solve this pair. And that's just last pair. Alright, so next solve star pieces. Yes, pretty nice again. So I'll move this so that when I align my star, the blue piece won't move. And I'll insert these two pieces and align my star. And then insert this. And now I can just solve this pair. And insert into the back. And now from before I solve this. Here you can do that and get 2 gen after you rotate, or you can do this and then do a not 2 gen solution. Both are decent enough. Don't think really matters. Rotate down. See these, so I can do these 2 gen. Then here, if you do like BL2, then both these get brought up. I'm not sure if this is the right edge for this. I don't think it is, but it could be, so I'll just keep that in mind for afterwards. I'll pair these two up like that and cancel into inserting. I've moved my thumb, I see this not, so it might be this, I think, so I'll just do an L2. It is, so I can just do double back sexy here. Then rotate this way. Use this as my star piece. Pair these two up with U, BL, L2. And you can just insert into the bottom, yeah. Here, just use this as my star piece. And then here, these pairs are both solvable 2 gen, which is pretty nice. You just do that. And just pair those up and insert. Now here, use this as my star piece. And then just solve that. Here, there are a couple things you can do. You can do F2 prime into solving this 2 gen, but that uses an F2 prime. You can do F2 into that, which still not the greatest, but like it's probably better than the other thing in my opinion. You can do like FL F2, which is like horrendous probably, so you should probably just do that, I'd say. I'm sure there's another good solution, but I'm not thinking. I'm ass. Alright, use this as my star piece, and then solve these two. You can do UL prime into 2gen, but what I would probably do is I'll do F2 U2 prime to pair them up and just insert into the back. Now here you can do F2 prime and solve this and then regroup to the back. Or you can just do F prime and then do a 2gen solution either like that or like that. I'd probably do one of the 2gen solutions just because I have like a huge skill issue. So in here, if I do F2 U prime R prime F4, I can see I can cancel into this pair like that, which is nice. So I'll do that. And then just solve this pair. And then here, instead of rotating here, I can just do FRUF solution like that. And it's just last layer. If I can turn. Alright, next solve. Pieces here, 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 and here. Yeah, this is also really nice. Okay, cool. So here, you can insert these two. Insert my white, or no, insert my yellow. D, insert these two, and then finish realigning my star, and then I can do this pair, and this pair, and then I can also do this pair, which if you see here, you just pair up with U2, BR2, and insert into the bottom. Now for these are pretty easy to pair up, just F prime, RUR prime. And then the reason I did it like this is because if you were to do that, then you have to insert with the F moves. So if you do that, you don't. And then here, just insert into the bottom and then solve this 2gen. And now here, this seems a bit awkward to use my star piece, so I'll just use this instead. If I do a BL2, I get an awkward case, so instead you can just do it like that instead, and just solve it like that. I might try to preserve this block in a solve if I'm turning slow enough, but I didn't see it here. I can see I can cancel into inserting my star edge here, so I'll just do that. Solve this. Then to solve these, you can just use sledge into back insert. Then I can just use this as my star piece. And also do a signal L prime. And I see if I do L2 prime, this will be bad AO, so I'll just do L prime. And then F afterwards, so I can insert into the back. Now for this case, it's actually decent enough, so you just do F. And then you can pair them up. And you can either insert into the back like that, or like that. I like to do the second one, because it's no regrip, but since it's like RF, it's probably slightly less consistent, so like you can pick either of those. Use this as my star piece. Solve this pair. I showed you solutions for this before, like a few solutions, but if you're at this angle where you can't do that, you can just do F inverse sexy F prime and insert. Then solve this. And now here, again, I think I can cancel into this. Yeah, because you get this, which you can solve like that. And then here, just double sexy. And if I do F, this is misoriented, so I'll just do U2 to cancel into it. Here, unless I'm skill issuing, I think I could force EO just by sledging. Yeah, okay. And then last layer. Alright, next solve. Star pieces here, 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 and here. Yeah, this one's also pretty nice. Okay, so insert these two at the same time. Rotate this way. And then here, if you do F2, and then insert these two, this gets brought to the top layer. So when you realign your star, you can do an L2 prime and just solve this pair. And then solve the red. And I'm rotating here to look for pieces, and I see both of these. So I can just insert those. And these two can be paired up with UL. Insert. Here, I shouldn't have rotated this way, because you can just solve this 2gen like this. But if I had rotated, I'd probably just do that, because skill issue. But yeah, I should have done it like this. Alright, so these two, just paired up, insert into the back. And now here, there is a decent way to solve this block. It doesn't seem all that great. It requires a BR move or whatever. So if you use this as your star piece and bring this up here, you can just use a BR move to pair this up and then insert into the bottom, but it's whatever. It's a decent enough solution. These, you can do LBL2, or if you don't like the ergonomics of that, you can just do like BU BR2, or sorry, not LBL2, LBR2, or whatever it is. They're both like a bit whatever, but you know, it's so then just insert into the back. If I do F2, the EU of this is bad, so I can do FL prime instead. Insert into the back. Then I'll use this as my star piece. And then here, this seems pretty bad no matter what I do, to be honest. I might do F prime and then just do this pair. You can do that, regrip to the back and solve this. Or you can just, oh wait, sorry, I did that wrong. What did I just do? Yeah, or you can just do this to pair it up and insert into the back. Both are whatever. This, you can just do F prime, pair it up, insert into the bottom. And now you have this block, so I'll use this as my star piece and just insert the block. For these, you can do that, but I don't really like the ergonomics of that, so instead I'll just do L prime and just pair it up like that and insert. And now I can use this as my star piece, and if I do an F2, this will get stuck, so instead I can do R prime F2R and just use this as my pair. And then here, for this, you can do that, and then you can just do your last pair, and then just last layer. Alright, next solve. Star pieces here, 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 and here. Another decent enough scramble. This block might be a bit awkward to use, but I think I'll still try to. Yeah, okay. So if I do a U2 here, while like moving my star, and then align my star like this, and then insert purple, I can then insert this into the back, and then just finish, and I have this block. Sorry, I don't know if I explained that well. My brain was kind of like forgetting how to speak during that. Then insert my last star piece, and I don't really see anything here, so I'll just rotate to look for stuff, and I'll solve this pair, then insert into the back. And the reason I did a U2 before inserting into the back was because I remember seeing this edge here, and if I do that, then this corner gets put into an awkward position, since I can get a U2 to keep this corner here. And now here, if I do an L prime, I remember the yellow sticker was here, so I can just use U2 prime, BR2 to insert. And again, if I do insert like this will get stuck down here. So instead I'll do a U prime first. So this will be brought to the top layer. And I can just insert this into the bottom. You can do that, pair it up like that and insert. Or you can just do F into 2gen. I'll probably do F into 2gen. Doesn't really matter though for this. This is really nice. You can just do R prime and then solve the pair. I'll bring this to the top layer just in case I don't see the other edge, which I do. It's here. Doesn't seem all that great though. I'll still do it, I'd say though. So just BR, insert the edge, pair this pair up, and then just insert it with F, R prime. And now here, this is already set up to solve this pair, so I'll just rotate and do that. So because like the slot's already here, you can just solve it like a normal slot. And then here, the pair here, not all that great. You can just do a BL though, and then just U2 prime L2 pairs it up, still not that great. You can also cancel into inserting this star piece here, like that. L2 prime to bring this edge up, and I see this. Here, you can do that. Like, you can get this here, take it out with a regrip, or you can do like, oh wait, no, you can just do a BR setup. I don't know why I didn't talk about that originally. Yeah, this would probably be the best thing. Just insert this, and then as you're doing the R, your middle finger is in the right position to undo the BR setup. I don't know why I didn't mention that before. Here, you can either like do that, or what I might do, it's probably worse, so I probably wouldn't do it, but you can do L prime U prime into this. I'd say this is probably better though, just because like it's L prime U prime does overwork left index. Star piece is already inserted, so I'll use this as my star piece. Or no, sorry, I'll use this as my star piece. Then I'll solve this pair next. L2 prime pairs it up and just insert it. F. Here you can just do double sexy to solve it. Then this looks like kind of bad. I might just use this as my star piece and then just solve this pair. Then here, FM for sexy and insert. If I do R prime FR, then I get like a, what's called misoriented case here. But if I just insert, then I'll still get a dot anyway. So like, if I do this, it should lead to like an easier dot avoidance. Like, because if you see here, I can just cancel in sexy sledge. I could have also done back sledge, but like, I have skill issues, so I'm bad at back sledge. And it's just last layer. Oh my god, my turning is so bad with the sigma. Alright, next solve. Star pieces here, 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 and here. Solution for this that I would do. Again, another pretty nice scramble. Pick up, move this, and then insert like these two pieces at the same time. move my bottom layer, insert white, realign my star and insert purple. And then here I can pair this up with U2 L2 prime. And then just like insert my green piece and then insert this. And now I have a free pair here. You can do U2, rotate, and then insert into the back like that. Or if you want, like since it was, I don't remember where it was, I think it was here. You can do that. I'd say do the first solution, but like it's, if your front slot is already filled and you can't do the RUF insert and you have to do the RUBR insert, then the second solution might be worth keeping in mind. These two can be paired up pretty easily. You try and be able to. And here you can hedge, but since I'll be like looking for pieces anyway, I think I'll rotate up and do this. And then I see this pair, just pair it up, insert. And then these two, you can just rotate up and pair it up with L2 prime. And then L and insert into the back. Then here, since I'm already in this rotation, I might just insert this in my star piece. And you see this, if I do a BL2, then I get forced into a pretty bad situation. So you can just do that. And then insert this. R prime sets up the slot and pairs this up. And you can insert and cancel into inserting your star piece. Now here are these two. You can just pair them up like this and insert. And then this is really nice. Just solve like that. Use this in my star piece. My pieces, or at least one of them, I think both, are over here, so I'll just rotate. This is really bad. You could do that, or you could just like rotate like that. Both are bad, so just do whichever one you want for that case. Just insert into the back. Now here, I can do L and do that, or I can do L2 and you can do this solution. Both are kind of whatever, so just do whichever one you want here. If I use this as my star piece, I need to do an F2 prime. If I use this gets stuck, so instead you can just do an F prime before inserting this, and then just do this pair. And then here, you can do this, or you can do the inverse from this angle, or you can do sledge inverse, or sledge RUR prime. But if you get it from this angle, you can just do that, and insert into the back. So it's a decent enough case. Here, solve this pair, and cancel into inserting this edge. Then solve this pair, and cancel into inserting it. And then solve this pair. And then here, you see if I sledge, I get bad EO. You could always do something like hedge, cancel into inserting here. Or you can do that, insert. But something else you can do, which if I don't recognize early enough, I'll often do this, is while you're inserting this, you can just cancel into this EO alg to avoid a dot, and it's just last layer. Alright, next solve. By the way, this is the this corner, so just act as if this is a purple sticker. So star pieces here. My recognition might be a bit bad here, so ignore that. I apologize for that. I want to preserve this block, but I'm not sure how possible it is, but I do also see this, so I'll probably just use that instead. So then here, if I just start by inserting this, and inserting my green, then I can partially realign my star, insert blue, and then insert this block. And you see once I realign my star, I'll have this block done. So I'll like rotate and do the realigning at the same time. And then here, I can just insert this. I can do L prime and then solve this pair. Which here, you can rotate and do back sexy, or you can just do sledge inverse sexy, which I'd probably do to avoid the rotation. Then here I rotate back, and I see this pair. Okay, wait, I should have seen this pair before, but just because of I'm not used to this, I didn't see it. You can just do that to pair it up and insert into the back. And then for this pair, you can do like this. You can do U2 prime F and insert. And then I'll bring this up so I can, like, when I see the edge, I can solve it. I think this is the edge, but I'm not sure. So I'll just look to see. Yeah, it is. So here, I can pair these up and insert. And now, because I'm already in this position, I might as well just solve it like this. Then just solve this pair and rotate this way. Here, if I use this in my storage, I kind of get a whatever case for this. I think I'll get, like, from this angle, U prime F prime into a back insert. Whereas if I use this, I still get a pretty nice case. So I'll probably just use this in my storage. And then just solve this pair like I showed before. And now here, if I do an L2 prime, I get a bad case, like a bad enough case. So instead, you can do an L2 and get a nicer case, which you insert 2 gen. And now here, use this as my star piece, and I see this, so I'll just rotate, because I know I can solve it 2gen from here, because if I solve it from here, I have to do an F2, and also this will be misoriented. You could always do FU prime F2, but then you have to do like L2 prime with this, or L prime or whatever. So I'd say it would probably be better to just do this instead. Then pair it up, and insert into the back. Now here, you can do U prime L, then you get this misoriented, and also you get a kind of whatever case. So instead you can do, from this angle, you can do a BL setup, insert, and then simul undoing the BL setup with finishing the insert. And now here, using this as my star piece would be bad, so I'll just use this as my star piece. Then this is a really nice case. You can just do UR and insert this pair. Then this is also another really nice case. You can do R prime F prime R into this, but that's not the nicest. Instead, I'll just do F prime into that case. Also, instead of doing that, you can also just do that. Or you can do, what else was the other thing that you can do? There was another thing. I don't remember what I was going to say, but there was another thing. And so now I'd insert this star edge while orienting this, like this. Oh, and it also actually just makes the block, I guess. I didn't notice that. Then just solve this pair and cancel into like moving the block. And now you have Badio. I think it's just, you should just rotate here. Like, I'm sure there is something you could do, but I have like too much of a skill issue to see it. So just RU insert. And then last layer. Excuse the turning. All right, next solve pieces here, 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 and here. Yeah, it's not a terrible scramble. It's not the nicest. So here you can insert these two, and then rotate, and insert the yellow and blue like this. Realign a star, do an F2, so that when you insert this purple piece, then this will be in the slot. And then the corner is back here, so you just do a BL2 and just solve it 2gen. Now here, there are a couple things you could do. You could have done like L prime BL, but that's kind of in my opinion. So instead from here, you can do like that, because that's the angle I was at, so you can do that, which leads into a 2gen insert into the back. Then you just have a free pair here. And then here, this is my piece, so I'll just bring it up, R, and solve it 2gen. And now these can be paired up with RUR prime. If I do an F2 here, then this will be misoriented when I rotate up, so I'll have to solve it with BR moves. So instead I can do that, so I can solve it 2gen. And also I see this, so I'm just going to preserve that quick. And now here, I'll just bring this up and insert it. And then I'll solve these, but if I do a BL, you see this gets broken. So I'll do a BR first so that I can insert. Then use this as my star piece. And then I'll solve this pair. And then just that pair. Then here as my star piece, I think I would use this since I have skill issue. Just U2 F2. And then this pair you can do that and then U2 insert. Or if you did a BR2, you can just insert with no U2. I'd probably do the second one, but not a huge difference, I'd say. Here, you can do an L, U prime, and you can do this. But otherwise, you could just do a BL and do that. I'd say the L solution is probably slightly better, but not a huge difference. Here, I have this block, so I'll just use this as my star piece. Just that, and into the block. Here, again, you can do that. Or you can just do the 3x3 solution. Not really a huge difference. 3x3 solution is probably slightly better there since no regroup, but you know, whatever. Use this as my star piece. Solve this pair. And here I can cancel into this pair since I know I'm going to get like this pair from like a different angle, which you can cancel into a sledge here for. So if I just do F2, and then I can just solve this pair. And then just this pair. I don't remember if I did that in a different way, if I would get a dot, but like I tend to try to avoid a dot in that case since I know how to like avoid a dot for like almost every case for that specific F12 case. And also if all four edges are oriented, you should know how to force what's called OCLL for that case specifically. Then it's just last layer. Alright, last example solve. This corner, by the way, is just this corner. So act as if this is a red sticker. So here, my recognition is gonna be like horrendous. So if I miss things, then sorry for that. Alright. First thing I'm seeing is this pair. So if you insert this and then do a U, this pair will get preserved during my cross. So in here, I can do an F before inserting this, so that after I realign my star, this will get saved. And then I can just insert these two at the same time, realign my star, then insert this piece. Then if I insert this pair into the back, I don't really see any pieces, so I'm going to write it down and look for them. These two pair up, I think. Here you can do U2 F2, and then just like rotate and do an awkward solution, or you can just do F2 prime, which isn't the nicest because it has an F2 prime, but whatever, we cope. And just rotate. And, oh my god, I can't do L moves with this. Insert into the back. While I was recording this solve, my phone camera ran out of space, which I didn't realize. So it missed some of the solve. I was just looking at it now and it cut off when I was inserting this pair. I don't know why I AUF'd before inserting it. I should just insert it from here, but whatever. I don't know. I think it missed some of the F12, but I've deleted some stuff and there's enough space, so I'll just continue from here. So here you see these two. You can just constant inserting those. Use this as my star piece, I think. And then solve this pair. You can do this insert, or you can just do F prime insert, just because I don't think it would really necessarily matter a ton which one. Because this is stuck down here, I think I'll just do F prime insert. Then this is a really nice case. You just do F prime to orient this, and then you insert the pair. Now I can use this as my star piece. And I want to keep this in the same place, so I'm going to do an R prime before I do the F2R. And since this is the corner for the other pair, I know this is the corner for this pair, so I can just do like a BL2 prime, and then do this pair afterwards. Like, or at the same time, I guess. And then solves this pair by pairing up and inserting. And I can move this out of the way, bring the slot up, pair it up, and insert. And then insert this into the bottom. And then do this. And for this, you can do like, doesn't seem that great. You can do F prime U, F prime, and then pair it up. Or you can just do U2 F2. Both are pretty bad, but whatever. And then here, to pair these up, actually no, I'd say I should probably just do this block first anyway. So you can just do F prime, insert this star piece. Then insert these. And then do this pair with L prime, U prime. And then when you do it on R prime here, you can song mill an L move. And then do a U to orient this, and F. Then just pair these up and insert. Then it's just last layer. By the way, if you're wondering what this Megaminx is, I couldn't tell you. I got this for my birthday at some point before I started cubing with like some other cubes. And then like I never like used them until I started cubing, and then I like replaced them immediately because they turned like very badly.